So what is up, peeps? In this video we are going to discuss chapter number 369 of My Hero Academia. The previous chapter ends with Deku smashing All For One with a Detroit smash, and the first user telling a few emotional shit to All For One. Chapter 369 begins with a flashback where All For One is at his prime and is choking the second user. All For One remembers the second user's quirk as a pathetic little pea shooter of a quirk that could control a few small objects. The second user was a tiny little bug for All For One that the head destroyed a few generations ago. Now, you might be wondering why a quirk that made no impact on All For One long back now is destroying him. This is because of the singularity of One For All present in Deku. Transmission and any other quirk that belonged to previous users of One For All became overpowered when Deku inherited them through the effect of singularity. Not only is he able to use the improved quirks, but also is able to use them in combo. This power of Deku showcased the power to bend the laws of physics. He is able to land quintuple Detroit smash on All For One. All For One, however, figures out a way to counter Deku's attack, that is by predicting them. Just as he thought he has it figured out, Deku's speed deteriorated. The second user explained that Deku can change his speed ignoring inertia. Deku then shows an amazing technique by combining all the quirks in order to dominate All For One. He uses smokescreen to disturb All For One's vision, still being able to pinpoint his locations through danger sense. He then uses the float to rise up in the air and user Black Whip to restrain All For One. Finally, he uses One For All, Fajin and Transmission Overdrive to land an overpowered attack to destroy All For One, as he declared he won't allow All For One to harm anyone else. All For One then states that he doesn't stand a chance against Deku and he has not used a single quirk during the fight. Then we witness All For One suddenly turning into Hulk as his muscles inflate, giving a rise in his physical abilities. He tells that he still has a chance to win, which means it was his final resort. This quirk is similar to that of Spinner, a type of quirk that has a permanent effect on the user's body. This type of quirk is immune to erasure, thus giving All For One an upper hand in the battle.